welcome to another video of Measureschool.com. And today I'm gonna give you a little bit of a tour of our little studio that I set up here. Now I shoot in various places, as you might have noticed, but lately I've been experimenting a lot with this green screen in the background. Now this is a foldable green screen that you can buy off Amazon really easily, and it folds together really small, so you can take it on the road if you so choose so. Now for me, filming videos is all about really convenience, so I try to set this up on a permanent basis in a room just like this one, and then I have the capabilities of just jumping in and doing these videos once the inspiration strikes me, so to say. Now let's take a look at what gear we have here. I'm not going to go into detail, but you can ask your questions in the comments below and I might get to them so we can answer them. So first of all, our green screen. Second, we have these two lights. This is a softbox light, very inexpensive, also on Amazon, because we first of all need to light our green screen so the color is kind of even, and then we have another light softbox in the background here to light myself, which is the talent, so to say. Now above my head here is a microphone. So this is a pretty expensive microphone, I would say, or upper class microphone. This is an Sennheiser MKE 600, which is a shotgun microphone, and it helps me to have clear sound. So anybody who's starting out in video, I would rather invest into sound than into a proper camera, so to say, because an iPhone is really, from a camera, from a quality perspective, pretty good already. All right, now this whole thing sits on an arm, and I kind of got it connected here to this wardrobe. But yeah, it should be above head. You could build a microphone stand into this setup, but I didn't have that, so I just put it on there. The next thing, this is all connected via XLR because it's also a shotgun microphone that needs phantom power, to a Zoom H5. Now this little device lets me put energy into the microphone, so there's a phantom power that needs to be going into this microphone in order to record it correctly, and there's an SD card in here, so I can monitor my levels and give you clear, crisp sound. Now this is not gonna sound like this because I'm not recording over the microphone right now. Okay, all of this is monitored by a little app here on my smartphone, so I can see whether I'm out of focus or I'm out of frame. And sometimes I have a laptop here so I can see my notes. Now let's step over to the main camera here. So this is the main camera. It's a Sony A6000, and it's on this tripod, which is also pretty travel tripod, which is pretty inexpensive, I would say. So nothing fancy here because we don't really do any kind of motion or so, and I'm mostly alone when I'm filming, so I just have this as a permanent setup. Now the next thing, on this camera, the cool thing about the A6000, it's a mirrorless DSLR, so it lets me change the lenses on here. So I put in a lens that is Sony E-mount. It's a Sony lens with f1.8, which gives me a nice blurry background if I choose to not do the green screen things here. And it also is good for the length here from the room. So if I had a 50mm, it would get really crowded because I have to go further away from the lens and from the camera. Now on this whole thing, as you might see, is like this contraption here, and what this is the Teleprompter. So I sometimes read from a teleprompter, you might have noticed, and I can put in my smartphone right down here, and it lets me put in a smartphone with a app that I can control via a little controller, a Bluetooth controller. I have that down there, and what then it projects this up here, and I can read the text. So this is pretty inexpensive setup. I would say inexpensive in a sense that normally teleprompters cost $4,000 or $5,000, and this thing just for the smartphone, I bought it off Kickstarter for $100, I think. Yeah, around $100. Yeah, that's basically it. Right now I'm filming with an action camera. This is a Sony, no, not Sony. It's a Xiaomi Yi camera, 4K. And I have nothing else to say just for this little intro here. I hope I can talk more about this video gear because I'm really into it. And at some point, so ask me your questions below and let me know if you like this video, if you want to know more about our video production here at Measureschool. Alright, my name is Julian. Till next time.